name is Stefan Boding, and welcome to the Flow University YouTube channel. Today marks the first episode in Flow University's YouTube channel and the inventory that Flow University seeks to create to help individuals to discover and develop self-using fitness. This first episode will serve as a beginning in a series of videos that will serve as the foundational pieces for each and every individual that is seeking to begin a fitness journey or to gain some new insight on helpful ways for them to sustain a fitness journey for the long term. Personally, my main goal and purpose for creating Flow University was to teach individuals about all of the things I have learned and all of the insights discovered in order for them to maximize their health and their wellness. There are too many human beings I see on this planet that on the daily basis are going through pain that could be eliminated or could be decreased if they knew the right tools, skills, and methods that they can engage with on a daily basis to decrease that pain. My hope is for you, the viewer, going forward, that you will continue to grow, that you will continue to develop, that you will come to each episode with an open mind, looking to further not just your knowledge, but your understanding in the human body, fitness, and personal development. I hope you guys are ready. Let's get ready for the first episode in Flow University's YouTube channel titled How to Start Your Fitness Journey. Hello, everyone. My name is Stefan Boding, and welcome to episode 1 of the Flow University YouTube channel. In today's episode, we will be discussing and giving away 5 keys from which you'll be able to kickstart a fitness journey. The overall purpose of this video is to give you, the viewer, and the individual the keys to implementing change within your life, not just perhaps in fitness, but in any endeavor that you are seeking to cause that change. Change is hard, especially if the way in which you have been doing things has been to the negative detriment of yourself. But whenever someone is inspired or motivated or even driven to change, the person is commendable and they should be respected. And therefore, this video will serve as the first in the Flow University's encompassing series in helping individuals to lay that groundwork, that foundation from which a successful fitness journey can be completed. Now, to start off, the first key is you want to increase your awareness. A lot of human beings in modern society, because of the way society is set up, we human beings, we love to compartmentalize things. Compartmentalizing things makes managing things a lot easier. Life is extremely chaotic, and it's hard to define the full scope and experience of what life is. And because you are thrusted into life and you have a need for survival, compartmentalizing things makes it easier to manage your survival. But it's to the detriment of you being able to interconnect cause and effect. You're being able to interconnect other aspects of your life. And so for the individual that is seeking to begin a fitness journey, the first thing you want to begin to do is you want to increase your awareness. You do not want to, a lot of humans that I have met past and previous, they live in the past. Their consciousness exists to past events, situations, people, and people and humans that operate in the past, they connect and they attach emotions to past experiences. And the problem with this is that they then begin to identify with these past emotions and experiences. But for the individual that is looking to undergo a journey of discovery and development, what you must understand is that you are more than the past and those experiences. You are living in the now, the present eternal that is right here with us. Take a minute, pause the video, and look around you, touch your body. You're not at the coffee shop from 2 weeks ago. You're not driving down the long road from 6 years ago. You are where you are now in the present moment, sitting in a point in the universe. That's where you are right now. And begin to increase your awareness of your body and its relation to the space and objects around it. Become conscious of your breath. Become conscious of the subtle movements that your body is doing. This is how you want to begin to increase your awareness, but not just increasing your awareness with what your body's doing and how things are relating to your body, but also becoming aware of the objects that are within your surrounding environment, becoming aware of your time, becoming aware of your emotions, becoming aware of upcoming situations in your life, becoming aware of habits, becoming aware of your current routines, your current systems, becoming aware of current influences in your life. Once you begin to become aware of these things, it will be easier for you to pinpoint, okay, I know I want to go down a journey of fitness and increase my health and my wellness. But first, I have to become aware, and I have to become aware of the negative and the positive aspects that are in my life that me aiding in the negative effect of my health and wellness, and or the positive effect of my health and wellness. And a helpful, tangible step for you to do is to take a pen and paper, sit down at a desk, and write it out. Write out, okay, this is what I am aware of, and this is what I need to become aware of. I remember when I was undergoing my personal fitness journey, and I was looking to increase all of my, it was a real bro thing. This was early on in the journey, and I wanted to just increase my numbers. One of the things that I had to become aware of was all of these subtle things I was doing that was leading to the plateau within my progression. How much sleep am I getting? How many ounces of water am I drinking? What is the stresses and the other influences in my life that might be hampering my recovery process? And so once you become aware of certain things, you're able to manipulate those things in such a way that can now be of benefit and use to you, and it's not to your negative effect. Now, once you have increased your awareness, the next thing you want to do is you want an intervention. We humans in modern society, and because we have been thrusted into the world for the need for survival, is we constantly have to do. We're constantly going to and fro, and we have this going on and that going on. We have this meeting coming up, this wedding coming up, a date coming up, so much and so forth, and it never stops. What intervention will do is intervention is like pressing if your life is a movie, intervention is like pressing the pause button in the movie, sitting back and just taking a look at what's going on. So let's, for example, say you're watching an action movie and it's a car chase scene, and the cops are chasing these criminals, and it's on the highway, and it's a 6-lane highway, and it's at the top of rush hour, and the criminals, they're coming up the beltway, merging on, and the cops are right behind them, and all of a sudden the criminals get cut off by another car, and the criminal's car then begins to flip upside down, and now their car's upside down. The cop car is right behind them. The car that just hit him's off to the side. You can see the person in the driver's seat looking at him, and then you decide to pause the movie. That's what intervention is like. Now, there's different types of intervention. You can have peer intervention. You can personally do an intervention yourself. You'll see a lot of people on the internet, or you'll read in books that people, they say, go to the mirror and have a talk with yourself. That's a form of intervention. Essentially, what you're doing is you're putting in the to and fro, and the coming and the going, you're putting a stop to everything. And within that stop, you want to begin to describe the current situation. And everything is interconnected. And so what the intervention will do in describing the current situation, it will expand your awareness, because now you'll sit back and you'll go, oh, wait, it gives you more context for a bigger situation. So in sticking with the theme of health and wellness, let's say, for example, you weigh yourself one morning and you look at the scale, and the scale says 205 pounds. And then you go throughout your day, and throughout your day, you have a bunch of moments where there's a lot of eating going on, and it's a lot of unconscious eating. And then at the end of the day, you have a party with your friends. And during this party with your friends, you end up drinking, and you end up passed out drunk from drinking too much. And then you wake up the next morning, your shirt's off, you got beer and liquor stains on your pants, and you got a little sliver of pizza on your stomach. And then you go and you walk into the bathroom and you look at yourself. And then you decide to have an intervention. So that can be very powerful for you, because it can put a stop to a lot of either the negative trajectory, or it can help you if you've been on a positive trajectory. It can give you reflection. A lot of times, even if we as humans, we can tend to overdo things. You can be a workaholic, you can be a high achiever, and you can hit a plateau simply because you're doing too much. There are times when you can overtrain. There are times when you can overdo it. And this even speaks to when you want to begin a fitness journey, you don't want to begin by going too fast. Because when you go too fast, the likelihood of you burning out increases exponentially. And so what you want to do is you want to start at a slow but moderate pace. And you want the pace to be something that is sustainable and something that works for you. So what intervention will do for you is it will give you the ability to either have reflection or give you a broadening perspective, but both of which can be powerful no matter what your case may be. But we're sticking with the overall theme in today's video of how to start your fitness journey. And going to number 3 is you want to start at the root. Once you have increased your awareness and you have had intervention, putting a stop to either the overworking or the negative trajectory of your life, now you want to start at the root. We as human beings, when we as humans, when we seek knowledge, we go so far, and we have gone so far throughout human history as to even venture into the quantum and the molecular realms. And when it comes to change and it comes to setting yourself up for success, you do not have to go to the quantum or the molecular realm, but you do want to go to the root and if you are struggling with specific habits, or if you are struggling with negative self-talk, or if you are struggling with just gaining the motivation or gaining the inner vigor to begin to engage in physical exercise, then going to the root will solve all of those problems for you. Now, going to the root may look like, I need to go to the doctor, and you need to get medical advice. You might need to see a therapist. You might need to get rehab. You might have an injury, or you might not have enough understanding. So you want to broaden your knowledge a little bit. But you always want to start at the root, and then from the root, you can go from there. This is what this episode is serving you as. It is serving as a root tool for you to help you in going forward. So once you have increased your awareness, you'll then see what it is that needs change. Then from there, once you have put a stop to the trajectory, then you can now have the opportunity to go to that root, that cause, the problem, and now you can begin to formulate a game plan and a solution to how to fix it. And I would even go as far as to say a root problem for a lot of people in today's modern society is that they do not understand the proper connection with fitness that we human beings are supposed to have. And so with this modern relation, what fitness has looked like is that individuals believe that they have to do something a certain way or go to a certain place or have a certain thing in order to engage with fitness. Unfortunately, it is a wrong understanding of what fitness actually is. Fitness is a tool. It is a mechanism. It is a method by which we as human beings have been able to develop ourselves in relation to external environments to enhance and improve our likelihood for survival. And so fitness can look like anything for the individual. It is a form quite truly of pure self-expression. So for you, the individual looking to start your fitness journey, you do not have to put yourself into a box of what fitness actually is. You'll see a lot of people in the fitness industry and in the fitness space, they will formulate their own ideologies of what fitness is, and they will try to place certain individuals in a box, and they'll try to place fitness into a box in their realm of understanding. If you end up going down a camp that views fitness like this, what's going to happen is that they're going to put your body into that same box. And when you put the body in a box, it doesn't feel very good. The body gets a little rigid, it gets a little sore, it gets a little beat up. Fitness doesn't operate like this. Fitness is free flowing. Fitness is very fluid. It's very dynamic in nature. And so fitness can be something as simple as you dancing 30 minutes around your living room, or it could be something as extreme as you're preparing for the next strongman competition. That's how much range fitness has for you. The next thing you want to do, the fourth key, is you want to formulate a why. And this is very important for the individual because a lot of humans in today's modern society, when they view fitness from an external perspective. And when you view fitness from an external perspective, your why then becomes external. And the problem when the why is external is that at a certain point, when the external isn't moving as fast as you would like it to, or the external hasn't manifested itself in the way that you would like it to manifest, then you lose that motivation. But with having and formulating a proper why, what it will do is it will give you drive and it will give you vigor that will stay with you for perhaps the rest of your life if you do this correctly. Now, the reason why formulating your why is step number 4 and not perhaps step number 1 is because a lot of individuals, they are too unaware to begin to formulate what that why is. And so once you have increased your awareness, you're able to increase what are you grateful for? What are you not grateful for? What gives you joy? What gives you peace? What gives you comfort? That's what becoming aware will help you to determine. Then after you have your awareness, what the intervention will help you to do is it'll help you to stop. And then going to the root will help you to get to the cause of the problems. And then from there, from that place, then the why begins to take place, because you go to, okay, I'm more aware, and I'm aware that when I was a child, I didn't get to eat all the food I want. My parents were very strict with me. And so now that I'm an adult, I want to be free and I want to do whatever I want. And so I haven't placed any restrictions on myself because I feel like it's limiting me from what my parents did when I was growing up. And then it's going to the root. Well, why am I not wanting to follow a certain plan, and why am I so careless and things along those lines? And it's like, well, maybe I'm insecure in myself. Maybe I don't value myself. And then you go to step number 4 and you formulate your why. And it's like, my why is my internal why is I want to value myself. I want to have self-respect. I want to have self-love. And that becomes your eternal why. And then the cool thing about it is once you get this eternal why, then it becomes external, and then it helps you to connect with others, because there's a lot of other people whose why are a lot more like your why. And it'll do a lot for you to meet other people like that. And now going into the final key, you want to set up success. And number 5 is real easy. This is game planning. This is set up tangible action steps. This is hiring a trainer. This is you Googling a gym, signing up for a membership. This is you purchasing a training program from online. This is more so like the bread and the butter, what everyone talks about, like you actually doing something and you game planning that. You're saying, okay, I'm gonna work out for 3 days a week. I got my training program. I got a trainer. I got a gym I'm going to consistently. I got a workout buddy. I got a community I'm in. And this is when you're starting to, okay, you're researching stuff and you got other things going on. And I'll be helping you guys to figure out exactly what you need in terms of what's a good gym, what's a bad gym, what's a good trainer, what's a bad trainer, what's good supplements to take, bad supplements to take. I'll be inviting on other trainers and other medical and professionals in the space that'll help you guys to determine what are good supplements, bad supplements, what are good nutritional options, bad nutritional options, what are good kind of guidelines for you to do and follow when you're doing your training, and what are some recovery protocols determining, depends on whether you're doing sports or you're not doing sports, you're trying to go more into bodybuilding, powerlifting. We'll get into all of that. But in terms of number 5, you just want to set yourself up. If you do the other 4, number 5 is easy, because you can fail number 5. You can literally fail number 5, but because you've done the other 4, you'll keep coming back. Because the why and the getting to the root and that intervention and that awareness, you can't get rid of those. You'll have those for the rest of your life. And those will continue to grow and develop as well. Like, the more you grow and develop, the more in that awareness increases. It just keeps going. You become aware of more and more things. It goes infinitely. And then that intervention, you don't just have an intervention once. Like, this is like, life is kind of like a crazy comedy movie, but you can have multiple intervention moments in your life. It doesn't just happen once. You can pause the movie multiple times if you want. and get into the root. There's multiple, for a lot of humans, there's a lot more problems than just one. We humans, we're some interesting creatures. So a lot of times we might have 3, 4, maybe 5, 6 problems. And so maybe, fitness, in order for you to be successful in your fitness journey, you just need to handle one problem. But maybe there's another journey you're trying to go down. You could be an addict. You could have, other, anger issues, and you got to get to the root to change those problems. But you can always use this process to help you out in any endeavor. And so for 5 steps in starting your fitness journey: 1, increase that awareness. 2, you want to have an intervention. 3, you want to get to the root. 4, you want to formulate a why. 5, you want to set up success. If you do this, you will have more tools and more armor than most people have when they are beginning their fitness journey, because you'll be able to determine quickly what it is you want and what it is you do not want. And it'll be harder for the wolves in sheep's clothing that are in the industry to placate you and then get those resources out of you. I hope this has been of value to you, the viewer. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. At the end, please check out some of my other videos on the YouTube channel. You all, peace out and stay blessed.